Okay, let's try that again. I'd already gotten halfway through the Homestuck meme, but then my camera died on me. And then after that, it occurred to me to remove what I had already taped from the card and put it on my laptop, just sitting here. So yeah, let's try that again. Yeah, Homestuck. Starting with a list of words to say. Homestuck, strife, Zazerpan, Pesterchum, Zillyhoo, Ectobiology, Christomanthicans, Beeve, Skya, Draconian Dignitary, Pupapan, Peregrine Mendicant, Wonk, Madrigogs, Smoppet, Silodex, Becquerel, Cosmesis, Moirel, and let's go with Gulbagollub, which is probably wrong. Okay, how did you get into Homestuck and how long have you been reading it? I've been reading Homestuck since about, I think last half of December, I want to say. Sometime like a couple weeks before my final exam started, which probably wasn't the smartest decision on my part, but I do not regret it. I got into it because I was reading Brain Bent. I started reading Brain Bent, which is an AU where everybody's human and it takes place in a mental institution. I was reading that and I was looking up a lot of like generic Homestuck pictures on the Y Gallery at 4chan, and like basically the epicness and everything of those two items combined and motivated me to actually read the comic. In reality, it took me about 3 tries to get through it to a point where it actually started to seem interesting. But now that I have no regrets whatsoever. Not even my final exams. Okay, who are your favorite characters? I don't know if I have any favorite characters per se, just people who I think are pretty cool. Like Dave Strider is obviously pretty cool. John's cool too. Well, not cool per se, but he seems like a nice guy, so I guess he's probably up there. If he died, if he died again, I'd be pretty upset, like permanently. He seems like somebody who was a prime candidate for dying permanently, just because he's all just and whatnot. But at any rate, who else is cool? Tracy's cool. I would possibly hang out with her in real life if she existed and could be here. And wasn't 13, that's kind of awkward. Who else is cool? Yeah, those people. I remember saying something else last time I recorded something, but I forget who. If they're still alive, how hopeful are you that they'll survive until the end of Homestuck? I'm not going to say anything because as soon as I say who I hope will live, they're probably going to die, because that's just kind of how Andrew Hussey works. I'm trying not to say his name too loud because he'll just like come out of nowhere and kill everybody. That's what he usually does. Do you ship anything? Anything male-male that can be logicked. Which is to say, if you can write well enough and just make it seem like it would happen, I'd read it. But it has to be really good. Or it has to be a pairing that I really like. Anyways, excluding Cascade, what is your favorite Flash? I'm not sure, actually. I don't actually remember things like that. Except I know Cascade was like the really cool one where things happened and like more stuff happened. Meh. Okay, whose typing quirk gives you the most trouble? Can't really think of anyone whose typing quirk gives me trouble per se, but a weird thing that I found when I was reading is that Solix's typing quirk actually made me imagine his voice better. Just because where the 2's replaced S's, for the most part, you would replace S sounds with the lisp sound, and that just kind of translated really well for me. Which character death upset you most? That was probably Bro. Partially because it was, like, well, at the moment, all Vriska's fault, and like she just pushed something and like more stuff kept falling and then Bro died and it's like, no, what? I was not very pleased at that time. How do you feel about your patron troll? Solix is my patron troll, which I approve of very much because he's cool and he's a hacker and he's all like kind of snarky and like, you know, he's neat. I like him. I'm not really glad that he's staying behind, like, in the Paradox universe or whatever. I kind of wanted him to go with the rest of them just to stick around and be best friends with Karkat. I'm gonna miss him, even if he's not, like, 100% favorite. He's, like, still pretty awesome, and I will miss that snarky kid. How do you feel about what's going on in the comic right now? Whatever it happens to be. Right now, we're just kind of building up to the confession, wherein Dirk confesses his attraction to Jake, hopefully. Internet hypothesis says that he's waiting until the 14th in order to reveal, like, what happens. And I kind of hope that happens, because if he doesn't reveal it on the 14th, he's just probably going to make us wait longer. Because that's just the kind of person he is. He likes to make us wait and cry. Lastly, what are your favorite Homestuck songs? I don't know if I have really favorite Homestuck songs. That didn't make sense. But yeah, I like Suburban Warfare. I think that's what it's called. But anyways, the one where they first go into the game, it was my motivational song for a couple of weeks just because it reminded me of that sequence. And that was when I first realized, holy crap, this is actually a pretty amazing webcomic. So yeah, favorite Homestuck song, that's what that is. And what else? Oh, there's, I think, the one in which the instruction is for Jack to rise up. I don't know what that one's called. It may be called Black. But that one's pretty cool. Sometimes I sing the Midnight Crew part on loop, and there's really nothing to sing, so I guess that kind of shows how good a song it is. Yeah, anyway, that's all I have on this list here. So, bye.